City of Kalamazoo is excited about starting our National Community Survey for 2025. This is a survey that we do every 2 years. The National Community Survey is actually done across the country, and by us doing it here in Kalamazoo, we're able to benchmark ourselves against other cities. And because we've done it many, many years in a row, we can also benchmark ourselves against our previous years to see where we're doing well and where we need to do better work. So a lot of the questions will get at livability, how people feel about various aspects of the community, about our parks and rec, about our arts and culture opportunities, about how safe they may feel in their community. So it really kind of runs the gamut of a number of different aspects of people's lives here in Kalamazoo. The survey is really intended to grasp perception, and what it does is gives the city an opportunity to understand how do the residents perceive the city. Now, if we feel like we have data like crime stats that are dropping or improvements that we're making that might be contrary to perception, that might suggest that we could improve our communication. So we need to understand, and people often say perception is reality. If we understand what our residents' perceptions are, it gives us a chance to figure out if there's work we need to do differently, or perhaps we need to improve our communication about the work that's already happening. I think it's really important that people see the survey as an opportunity to share with the city of the areas they think are most important or areas where we're falling short. When we look at all the livability aspects that I mentioned, one of the key takeaways from the survey is areas that residents feel are the most important, but maybe where we need to have some improvements. And so as a part of our annual budgeting process, we like to review the results of the survey with our city commission. We are timing it so that we should get the results of the community survey prior to this year's city commission retreat, where we'll be focusing our attention on priorities for the 26 budget. So as residents are feeling some kind of way about their parks, about their roads, about their sidewalks, the extent that they can share that perception and that opinion through the survey, we're able to look at those results and then make decisions about how we allocate resources differently based on their feedback. So I think for the City of Kalamazoo, we pride ourselves on participation and engagement, and I think the best way to do it is as many different methods and many different vehicles for engagement as you can possibly have. We're launching Imagine Kalamazoo 2035. We like to do a lot of high-touch engagement out in the public, talking with people. But the National Community Survey provides us with a statistically significant sample of individuals who live in Kalamazoo, and that helps complement all of the input that we're getting from town halls and from all the various events. We will take all this input in to figure out what is the vision that this community is casting for the next 10 years. It's a really valuable piece of our engagement. In addition to the 3,000 mailings that are going out to households, we will have an online survey available at the conclusion. So everyone will have an opportunity to do the survey online after the formal National Community Survey has concluded, and we'll be able to kind of look at feedback that comes in through the formalized survey and feedback that comes in through the online survey. We are expecting the online survey to go live after the formalized survey has been concluded. I would anticipate that to be sometime in March, but one of the things we talked about is possibly being able to kind of do a more in-depth report out on the survey results, and we might be able to coincide that with promoting the online opportunity. I think it's easy to get survey overload and you get asked about this survey, that survey. What I really want to impress upon people of Kalamazoo is how important the survey is. It should be very brief to take, but the input and the results that we get from the survey could have really lasting impact on how we invest the resources of the community. So my hope is people, if you get a survey in the box, you take the time, you fill it out, and know that your input is to be valued and that we plan on acting upon the information we get back from our residents. We want this community to feel like they have a role in shaping what happens here, in shaping our future. We are fiercely dedicated through Imagine Kalamazoo to getting people's input. This is another opportunity, but it's an incredible opportunity. It's an opportunity where you're thinking about, as you go about your day, what you wish you could see things done differently. Man, I wish this road was a little bit better. I wish the sidewalk went all the way to the corner so I didn't have to walk my kid in the road. The things that you encounter on a daily basis, that experience can be brought into the survey, and that feedback can help us do better, as a community do better.